What up, tubers? Yeah, it's your old pal Jackhammer Mike with another lame video. Thought I would I would talk about your sewer systems right now. I know you guys are kind of scattered all over the country. I even have a guy named Axe, who is in Greece. Love that. So that's awesome. But if you're in a house, most of your homes are going to have hopefully a clean out. A lot don't. A lot are hidden. But some do. And the ones that do this is what we call a set of bull horns here. Okay? Because it kind of looks like bull's horns. One allows your sewer, your cleaning, your drain cleaning gear to go down the drain. One goes up the drain to inside the house. You got to be really careful about that one, but hopefully you've got a two-way clean out and you can snake down the drain. What happens is, where was that one picture? There's that one picture that when you go down the drain, this is what we typically will pull out. This is what's blocking, or in your sewer. Okay, look at these roots. Now, they'll have water flowing through there. Okay, they'll allow the water to flow through there. But if you start jamming toilet paper, well, toilet paper will clog them up eventually, but they dissolve a little bit easier than, say, your maxi pads, tampons. We call those sewer rats. They're not going to dissolve. They get blocked up in this mess right here. If you start using paper towels and baby wipes, newspaper, whatever you're going to start using because you don't have any toilet paper, you're going to be hurting for certain. Merton. Okay? Don't throw that stuff down the drain. Same with food particles in your garbage disposal and stuff. Right now, in these times where there's very limited access, the plumbers are going to be working, but we're going to be charging probably out the wazoo to go and fix your drain system, if you even have the ability to get into the drain. If you've got one of these here, then you're probably in decent shape. And I'm going to explain that to you here in a minute. Now, this is like a two-way clean out, where you can kind of go either way, and a good technician is going to know which way to go and how to clear your drain. Okay? But the thing of it is one, again, they're going to be expensive, and it's probably going to be scarce. Okay, none of us want to put ourselves in danger. We have families, and we don't want to dick around with the coronavirus. I'll be wearing my Israeli gas mask when I go to customers' homes, and same with my commercial customers. I'm going to be wearing an Israeli gas mask. And you can see this picture right here. This has got water standing in it. This is what happens when your sewer backs up. And I'm going to tell you a trick, okay? If you have water backing up, your toilet starts backing up, your shower's got water in it, your tub's got water in it, you're gurgling, you're hearing this and that, water's leaking around the base of your toilet, your main line is backed up, okay? Get that thing and clean that, get that opened up. You need to have it snaked, or you need to open it up yourself. And here's a diagram of a house, and your upper floors, you will not notice anything. That water's going to go downstairs. It's going to flood things downstairs. Okay? You might not even know it. You'd be taking a shower upstairs, never have a problem, and your freaking little bathroom downstairs is overflowing. Okay? So what you're going to want to do is basically, first of all, to survive, if you have a ground level clean out, take that cap off. Okay? Whatever it is, take that cap off. Unscrew that thing. Okay? Don't worry about breaking it or anything else. Get that cap off. Water will flow outside your domicile. Okay? It's going to flow out there in your front yard. It's going to flow out in the backyard. Whatever you've got, it's going to flow out there. Okay? Now, if it's really super high like this, cut it off. Just take a saw, cut it. Okay? It's just plastic. It's easy to fix, easy to repair. Cut it down low so that your water flows outside. Okay, whatever it is, you want something that looks like that. That's a little high, but it has overflowed. You can see the toilet paper around it. It has overflowed, but that's a little bit high. You want it down as low as you can possibly get it. Okay, that's a little high, but it depends on the water level. See, now this is the base of your slab of your house. Okay, this is below that point. So water will flow out of this thing and your plumbing will still work. Okay, that's what you want. Until you can get somebody out there at a reasonable price to snake your drain, that's what you want. Take that cap off and let the water, turds, paper, everything else flow outside. There's going to be a lot of corn out there and it's going to stink, but you can bleach it down the road here when everything goes back to normal. What is this picture of? That is your, okay, well, there's your sewer again. That's a city main. Your responsibility is all of this here, not this. And these are going to be a problem too. Everybody starts flushing paper towels and baby wipes and everything down these things. Sewers don't like that. Okay? They don't like that stuff. Your clean out is going to be here. Actually, if this backs up, the cities, they're still working. They're going to come out. They're going to jet that sewer line. They're going to get that thing opened up. Don't worry about it. It's not your problem. But your problem is right here. And cracks in the pipe, yeah, I don't think so, per se. It depends on what you have. You know, if you have plastic, it's probably not going to be cracked. If you have a joint somewhere in here, generally the plastic is going to be glued, and that all becomes one piece. You know, this is plastic. This is plastic. All these joints become one piece because the glue obviously adheres to it. This is ABS. That glue all becomes one piece. So the roots were not going to get into that. If there's a crack, yeah, they will get into it. However, right here where your pipe connects to the city sewer, that's where you're going to have a big problem because you have a rubber boot, and I don't know if I see any pictures that have that. But you have a boot that connects to the city line. What is this one here? Exit point. I don't know what that is. But let's say, for instance, this is your sewer. Right in here somewhere, you're going to have a rubber coupling. That rubber coupling is not airtight. It's not one piece. It will not bond and fuse together to keep out the roots. So you might get a root intrusion in here. Now it's going to look like that right there. It's going to look like that. Okay. And when that happens, now you take a chance of having this root ball clog up on you. Okay. This is a rubber boot that you would be using. This is what we call a Fernco. Generally, the manufacturer makes this thing, but this is what's hooked up to municipal sewers and your house. This is a repair, actually, but this is a Fernco. Okay. You can see it being it's a rubber boot. It's very versatile, but it hooks your system up to their system. And there's only bands here, hose clamps, that, seal it. So roots will get in there, and roots will start clogging that up. And once they get in, the little tiny feelers get in there, they get bigger and bigger and bigger to where you get, something that looks like that, Look at that big old root ball. The longest one I got was 10 feet. I got a 10-foot long root ball out of a drain one time, way back in the day. There's some more roots right there. Loaded. Corn and poop, and paper, and all kinds of nasties. Stinks. So, if you have them, great. I would be out looking for them, just so you know you've got them and know you can find them. In case you have a problem. If you can get these things opened up, then chances are the water's going to drain outside your house rather than leak around the base of your toilets on your first floor and mess up your plumbing system. Secondly, now that we've talked about our sewer system, the exit from the house, let's talk about our water main for a minute. Let me get this up and running. I want to show you the difference. Let's go residential, R-A-S-I-D. Residential water main. Let me show you your house shut-off valves. Okay. This is, well, I'm jumping the gun here. Let's not do that yet. This is a typical ball valve setup, okay, where you have a lever. Now that lever, in case you don't know, shows you the flow of water. That lever is running this way, it is flowing. If the lever is running this way, it's turned off, okay? So the ball valves are fantastic. They seem to, definitely work when they need to work. If you have a water leak, turn this off, open up this hose bib to let the pressure off of the house. And once that stops running, generally whatever's inside will stop running. Most people, what they do is they turn this off and they tell us, well, I can't figure out what's happening, but it's still running. I turned the water off, but it's still running. Well, that's because there's pressure on this pipe system here. If you turn this off, make sure that the valve or the handle is going this way, not this way, but this way, and you turn it off and you open up this hose bib, that alleviates the pressure. That takes care of everything. Now, if you don't have you don't have a lever and you have a gate valve, you're going to be screwed. And because of the fact that, here's a gate valve. Okay, it's got the round handle on it. It probably hasn't been used since you moved in or the house was built or whatever. If you've got this, be very, very careful, because if you turn this clockwise to shut it off, not righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, but clockwise to shut this off, and that stem right there breaks. I don't know if I can get a better picture of it or not. Damn it. That stem that's inside here that moves the gate up and down or side, whatever, in and out to shut the water off. If that stem breaks off, you're going to close it, it's going to snap, and then you're not going to be able to open it. Now, if you're really bold, you can actually open this. What you want to do is you want to go shut your water meter off, and then you're going to take this plate, this face off. Okay, get a pipe wrench on it, unscrew that, go counterclockwise to loosen it. If you do that and you can break that loose, then it'll come undone. Your gate is going to be sitting in here. You can get a pair of needle nose pliers, a screwdriver, whatever, loosen it up and get it out of there and put that plate back on, or that bonnet, it was what we call it. You put the bonnet back on, and you can turn your water back on, and you'll be good to go. Okay? But I highly recommend, if you have one of these, don't dick with it. All right? What you want to do is you want to go to your water meter. And let's see if I can find, where's that picture of that water meter? Again, this is your water meter. This valve right here is the incoming valve to the city. And you see these little ears on there? They do that so that they can lock that thing down. Okay? So what you're going to want to do is, if you have a water leak in your house and you have one of those gate valves, you're going to want to turn this thing. There should be an arrow on it. But if you don't have an arrow on it, again, this is kind of like a ball valve where this thing is flowing in the direction of the water. What happens is that if you turn this, you get hopefully you have a meter key. You can get a meter key from Home Depot for 10, 15 bucks. Okay? If you've got a meter key, fantastic. If not, then you got to use a crescent wrench or something to turn that stop. But you're going to want that lock right there, that ear, to line up with the ear on the other side. Once you do that, then you go back to your water main and you open up that hose bib to see if you've shut the water off. Generally, water will pour out of there for a minute and then it'll stop. Okay, if you've got that water turned off. So once you do that, then either you make your repairs or you come out and turn this on when you need the water. Okay. And that's going to get you, that's going to make you or allow you to survive while you need the water. Okay. So hopefully those little pointers will help you out. Again, be safe. Find those cleanouts. Those are important. If you don't have them, when business gets back to normal, get your plumber out there to find them, because you can put a camera down the drain. You can find out whether they've got them or you've got them somewhere, and they can get those located for you. Or if you don't have them, then they can figure out where the drain is. They can locate that. You know, they can put the camera down the pipe and locate it, and then they can dig down and put some cleanouts in for you. And basically, what do they look like? Oh, I don't have that. Well, no, that was on the other page. So there you have it. Nothing else to report. I was going to do a thing on Mario Cuomo as governor, but I lost that footage, so I don't know what happened to it. So, but I really want you to know about your water main. Again, beware of that shit right there. Those handles, I swear, that stem, that's going up inside of here into a gate, and that it pushes that gate forward or in and out to close that thing. And that, look at how crusty that is. Not only will that top probably snap off because of that corrosion, but the gate's going to snap off in there too. And then with it looks like that, good luck getting that turned back on. Now you're not going to have any water. And you're going to be screwed until you can get a plumber out there. And then the plumber's going to cost an arm and a leg, because we don't really want to go out right now, but we will, because we protect the health and welfare of the country. And we will go out and make sure that you have water back on, but it's going to cost you. So, all right, tubers, with that, I am out. Oh, if I haven't said it already, if you have questions, you want to know something, put it down in the comments below. Ask away. I love answering questions. I love helping people out. I love to educate. So whatever you got, put it down there in the comments below, and we'll go from there. If you have a well, you're fantastic, unless your pump goes out. Now you're screwed. Hopefully you have a backup pump. But if you have a well, you've got an endless supply of water. Do you have to treat it? Yeah. Depends. Are you treating it now? If you are, fantastic. If you're not, you might. I don't think the sewer systems right now are going to back up. It's just going to really depend on how many paper towels and butt wipes people are going to be flushing down the drains rather than toilet paper. They're not set up for butt wipes and paper towels. They're set up for toilet paper. So, all right, tubers, hang in there. Wish I could say that there's light at the end of the tunnel, but I think it's going to get worse again before it gets any better. But hang in there, bros. Love you guys. I am out.